Welcome everyone to another episode of the Train Studio. I'm your host, Sean Morris. Tonight on the Train Studio update, some more work on the 28mm project here. So what basically I've done since the last video, a couple days ago. I just did a green base coat up here, just to kind of signify where the grass area is going to go. Obviously this area is going to be road, so that's going to be hence painted another color, but I just thought I'd do just a standard green layer on that to to make it uniform, just in case I wasn't quite sure where the road was going to go. So basically, I've gone ahead and set the stone in. Again, this has not been inked or anything like that, so or nor weathered, but that gives you the look of where the wall's going to go, and there's a little drain there. Obviously, the bridge is done here. You know, you got the ornamentation. I think I showed that before, but here's where the destroyed section is going to go. The tank's going to sit basically right there. And then here's the walls over here. I'm not sure if I've shown you that sort of section at all or not, but again, there's the drain running in there, just kind of from the swampy area. So what I've done here is I just put a piece of plastic card wrapped in wax paper at either end, and I've done some white glue, kind of create a little barrier there. And then I've gone in and painted white glue all through here as well. The plastic cloth has holes, so as much as you spread out the plaster, it doesn't create an airtight seal. So what I've done is I've just gone in through and put a weld bond layer in there, just in the hopes that I can plug some holes. I know that some water effect's going to leak, and it'll basically just leak into the under section. It's not going to go that far, but that's kind of why that glue's down there. And then I've done some rocks in here as well, just kind of in the swamp. And I kind of like putting rocks in water features. I don't know, it tends to break up the straight water, and then obviously when I put all the tufts in and around it, it just creates another, a nice effect kind of thing. So I figured, some stones in here perhaps were some of the stones that they used to make the wall around the bridge. I think it's only natural that story might fit. Just from the above section here, a little bit of shine there, but you can kind of see where I was kind of thinking for the swamp. So it's got some raised sort of island sections, and those would be nice to put some tufts and things on. I'm obviously going to pour the water effect in, and basically where it flows is where it flows, and where it lands is where it lands, kind of thing. So I don't think it's going to run off any higher than the section down there, and likewise nothing more than what's indicated down at this end. What I was doing tonight was I was just painting up some of these pieces of flat stone, and what this is, it's the Gale Force 9 Hobby Scenics line. It's kind of blurry, but hopefully you guys can pick that up. There you go, the Hobby Scenics line, and basically what it is just concrete stones. I picked these up just because I was going to do some basing for some figs, and I figured, these are nice slate stones. I mean, obviously you can cast that up, pour some plaster, and just smash it, basically, and it'll be more or less exactly what this is. But I picked them up really cheap, and I never used them for what I picked them up for. But this project came along, and I was like, hey, these will work pretty good. So what it is, I just basically base coated them up the exact same color, just really, really quickly, really rough. Don't really care if they match 100%. It's the same color, so. But signify that maybe that was here, and they've since been broken away. So the issue I was having is I painted up a few at first because I was just going to put a few down, but I think I'm going to go with the whole shebang that I got up there because obviously this is a pretty big section, so obviously there should be a lot of debris down at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to pour some water effect in. Then I'm going to put the rock down, and then I'm going to pour some more water effect because I want these to kind of be somewhat submerged. Or I may do a couple pieces, then pour the water effect, and then once I see how that looks, I might just add some more debris on top. So, but I think I'm going to have to do quite a substantial pile here. So basically it's going to be a pile, and it's going to kind of flow out from that. And what I did as well is I smashed up a little bit to create some larger chunks, and then I took some more and I really smashed it up, mixed some paint in, liquidy paint, so kind of get a little bit of color variation, some light, some dark. you know, some of the stone's going to be the interior stones because it's going to be a little less weather worn. So that basically I'm going to take and spray some scenic cement over the top of that, and basically just sprinkle all the debris on top, and that'll kind of give me my my debris layer. So I'm thinking that that'll be a pretty good effect to kind of simulate, you know, this crumbling and blown up area. So somebody had told me that a Piat shot wouldn't do this. I misspoke in my, I'm not sure what part it was, but the Piat team is going to be there to ambush any attempts to cross this. I had talked about having some explosive lines sort of linked and kind of running off, because we couldn't find a detonator, a guy doing a detonation, so we're just using that as the sort of the simulated story. So hopefully you guys can really get a sense of what it's looking like, and stay tuned for the remainder of the updates, and should hopefully have another update coming out soon. Oh, I did forget to talk about one part. This right here has the base layer. You'll notice that I put a ridge down the center, which I indicated I was going to do. Basically took the plaster cloth and just kind of rolled it into long sort of links, and then just laid it down in sort of this this squiggly road pattern here. And then I laid down the flex base. I decided to go with the brown earth, and I think in hindsight, I think that's going to be the proper coloration there. So that's just straight paste, and then I said I'll add some rocky sort of debris around the edges, and to just sort of gravel up that, and then I'll do probably some patches in and amongst here with just some of the light ballast, just to kind of give it some texture, and then a little bit of inking, and I think it'll be good to go. So that's where we're at so far, guys. So hopefully you enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.